All right, contractors, small construction companies. Today we're going to talk about when you should start your company, what you should need to do before you start your company. I know you're thinking, Brian, I'm already in business. I already got my company started. It's too late. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Keep watching. Brian Adams here, the Contractors Contractor, helping you build a more profitable business that runs even when you're not around, probably better. Today we're talking about when you should start your company, what you should be thinking about before you start your company. And I know you're thinking, damn, Brian, I'm already in business. Yeah, are you in business? Do you own your own company, or does your company own you? Are you self-employed? Are you like I was? I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know, didn't even finish the 10th grade of high school, dropped out of school, moved out to California. Buddy said, Brian, you either got to go back to school or learn a trade so you can support yourself. Got into construction, loved it. Mastered my trade. Bought some tools, thought I was in business for myself. I was self-employed, employed. I worked for myself, and working for me sucked. Look, you're 80%. If you buy into a franchise, whether it's Subway or Pizza Hut, McDonald's, I mean, those are the, Supercuts. Those are the franchises that you know off the top of your head, you hear about. But there's a lot of construction franchises also. Paul Davis, Mr. Sandless, a lot of plumbing ones. But if you buy into a franchise, you're probably 75% more likely to be successful. Of course, now if you buy into that franchise, you're going to need minimum 50 grand, 65 grand. They want you to have 150,000 cash on hand. They want you to have a line of credit. And then, you got to buy into it. You're going to be paying them their monthly residuals and marketing fees and licensing fees. But the reason you're successful, or more likely to be successful, is because they've already put in place all the strategies and techniques that you need to run a business. How to hire and train employees, how to answer the phone, how to do the marketing. They help you do the marketing. Everything that you need to run a successful business. So you can do that, or you can pay me. Brian Adams, the world's best business coach, I guess, for construction owners. But before you open your own business, you got to set a plan. I mean, I can't tell you to have $200,000, $300,000 sitting in the bank, $65,000 set aside to buy into a business. I can't tell you to do that because I didn't do it. But I can tell you, you're going to save yourself a lot of headache if you at least go into it with a plan. Buy my book for contractors only. You've mastered your trade, now master your business. There's a lot of other books out there, the E-Myth, a lot of business books, but you've got to give yourself a chance. You got to ask yourself, and this is what I ask three of the first questions I ask contractors when I start working with them is, how much profit do you absolutely positively need to make every month? Profit. How much profit do you need to make every month to keep the lights on, to keep the cable going, to pay the mortgage, to buy the food, to put the gas, the insurance, everything? How much money do you positively absolutely have to make? You got to know those numbers. And then I ask guys and gals, how much profit do you want to make? Meaning, if you're making 10 grand a month right now, but you positively absolutely have to make 8 grand. So, you got a little 2 grand leeway there. You're putting some away, saving hopefully, or, going to Disney, whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're only making 7,500 and you need to make 8, you're really stretching it. You're borrowing money. You're not making ends meet. But if you're making the 10 grand a month, and then I'm asking, how much do you want to make? So you're telling me 25 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand a month. And I'm telling you, that's fine. We can do that. We can map it out, teach you how to get there. But you've got to know those two numbers. You got to know exactly how much you need to make and what it is that you want to make. Most guys you get into business because you're working for a guy. Your friends and relatives know what kind of trade you do in construction. they need it done at their house, or their friends need it done, so they hire you. You end up making more money in a weekend than you make all month working for someone. So you get big-headed, you become an asshole. They end up quitting or firing you, or you end up quitting. Now you're in business for yourself and you didn't even mean to be. So now you're wondering, you run out of friends and relatives to work for, you're wondering what the hell to do next. You hear about this Facebook thing, this Instagram stuff, the internet. You don't have a clue what that means, or how to market it, how to get the phone to ring, how to get your emails coming in. So you've got to have that plan. You've got to have the plan. And it starts with, how much do you want to make? Now, I remember I said ask 3 questions. How much do you positively, absolutely have to make? How much do you want to make? And the third question is, how many hours during the day, how many hours during the week do you want to put effort into it? How many hours do you want to work to make that amount of money? See, the greatest gift you were given is time on earth. You can't get that back. That's more valuable than any cash money that you're going to get. So you've got to trade it. Something's got to be going on. You need to build a business that runs itself. So you ask yourself those 3 questions, and you set out a plan. I mean, you've got to learn marketing. You got to keep the phone ringing. You want the phone ringing so much, you want so much work coming in that you can have 3, 4, 5 crews, depending on how much money you want to make. But you need so much work coming in that you can pick and choose the people you want to work for. Then you need to learn how to answer the phone. You need to get back in touch with them. You can't be giving free estimates. You got to be able to give a consultation and charge for that. If you've been doing this 3 years, 5 years, 15 years, 35 years, you can save a homeowner thousands of dollars and months of headache with your knowledge just by spending an hour with them. And that's valuable. That's worth something. Don't be giving that away for free. So before you start your own company, before you start your own business, answer those questions. How much money do you positively, absolutely have to make? How much money do you want to make? And how much time do you want to put into making that much money? Now, I'm going to be posting as many videos here on YouTube as I can. So do me a favor, right down below, hit the subscribe button, and beside that should be a bell. Hit that bell so you get the notifications of when the train is going to leave the station. And well, let's stay in touch. Leave me some comments, share this video, share my page, share it. Find me on Facebook, the Contractors Contractor, and to your success until we talk to each other again.